My name's George. I moved to Great Falls 6 years ago. I was stationed at Malmstrom Air Force Base. I was active duty Air Force. A couple years ago, I separated and I joined the Montana Air National Guard. I've been getting involved in real estate investments since about 10 years ago. View Vistas, 11 acres in downtown Livingston, surrounded by the schools, beautiful mountain views. The community was established in the mid-20s. It was about 50 mobile homes and 30 apartments overall, and really one of the few affordable housing opportunities in Livingston. I saw a lot of opportunity there in improving the place, but also doing financially well in the process. I was about to deploy, and I thought it'd be a good time to explore selling. I thought it was worth at least exploring for a while and seeing, because I think it's a win-win for everybody. So I was optimistic about the model. Of course, you're always worried about the ability of execution. But again, I had seen it happen here locally. It really felt a lot like dealing with a private buyer. It was very similar to the contract process, the transactions. There really wasn't much negotiations. We didn't fight over or squabble over little things. It was kind of a win-win deal set up from the beginning, I thought. I think a private seller probably would have been more difficult to deal with and given me more heartache over and quibbled over little things. And I think Danielle and NeighborWorks kind of had a big picture, understanding what was going on here, and moved forward. And watching kind of the process happen, I think the communities really can afford to pay full market value with the way you guys are running your operations. So yeah, I do feel like I got a fair price. I would tell any seller that you can get, you should be able to get market value for your property through NeighborWorks. And so when you lay that out, I think most investors, when they start to realize this is actually not just a win between the buyer and the seller, this is a way to kind of, close out a transaction where again, it's a win-win. So the community residents long-term are going to make out great here. I made out well. I think even the community has kind of maintained a piece of affordable housing somewhere where working people can actually live and afford to live in a town where they're losing that. So it's just a way to feel good about, closing this transaction out, and it's an exit that's I think, ethical, and maybe you're, you don't want to pat yourself too much on the back, right? Ultimately, what you're doing, but maybe you're leaving a little bit of a legacy. It'll be fun for me to go back to Livingston. I know people there. Obviously, I know people who live in the community, so it's going to be fun to watch that place kind of develop, and what they do with it, and kind of root for them. So, those are all things that if I just sold to some random person who's going to continue, using, for-profit mode, and there's nothing wrong for with profit, in my opinion. So, but what am I? There's no, I'm not just gaining anything out of that, spiritually in a way or emotionally. So this is a way, again, you get to kind of do some give back too. So.